Or main, whatever you want to call it.
The main mini.
Molly towards top hut.
Hut.
We're just waiting for the go signal.
And here he comes. Here we go. Flash going forward, smoke down towards main, and we got Gravity, who's going to be taken out straight away. Lucky got the first kill though, but Youngstar following up, and great work from Heroic, clearing out the French defense.
Yeah, there we go. Nice hit. Good openings. Maka, he's got to play this a little bit passive. Bomb is being planted. He's going to try and flash his teammate out the vents. Front of the bomb site, clearing that out. Bodies made his... Oh, right back down. Okay, well, now you don't have a flash to get back up, and now your teammate's gone, so peace.
Yeah, Body's like, yeah, you know what? I ain't going to do anything here.
Like, I don't like what I see up here.
Yeah, I'm getting out of here. He's going to get hunted down by Crizin anyway, so doesn't matter. Oh, God. Yeah, Crizin, nice, clean shooting there, and that's going to be Heroic taking the pistol.
Another fast cross towards Secret behind the MAC-10. Galil spamming through. Lucky finds one through the smoke. He's taken out a 50 HP, but well worth it. And even though one had crossed pretty damn quick, 3D Max closes the gap before xCloud arrives, so he doesn't want to test the waters. Drops the MAC-10, grabs the Galil, gives up his timing for the rifle. Now the attack is split. It feels like they've got good map control, but you know, 2 players lobby and roof, 2 players in secret. It's not in tandem. And actually 3D Max have the advantage in any fight that occurs here in lobby.
There's Mac's kill, and that is Crizin gone. Susp to dive into the hut and come away with Exorcist. We'll go back again. Mac waiting at the door, and Susp has got that frag as well.
They're going to come up vent, but there's an MP9 right next to... Oh, no, they're not. They went right past. Towards the lower bomb set we go. Okay, Susp has gotten the kills necessary over in lobby to alleviate the pressure. Dink is down. He's forced away. Now 3D Max should know at the lower bomb site, they've got a 3-on-2 if they can hustle.
I'm just setting up the door for this post plan for Heroic. 3v3 is 3D Max with 2 players, low on HP. You're going to be marching in now. Lucky up in the rafters. His teammate at double doors. Body clearing out dark. Realizing time is ticking. They've got to get into the site now. And there's the kill from Nilo. Great shot from Body. Lucky on the follow-up. The flank from Susp. He's low HP. Got 9 health to his name. They're going to get on that defuse. And he takes away Body's life. And they cancel the defusal. And they're going to lose the round. So it's a 3-0 lead here for Heroic. That round gets real close, though. Real dicey. And Susp has to save the day. We got Lucky playing it red. So wait, here's the steps, peeks on out, xCloud's got the frag, so Lucky's gone. Advantage siding with Heroic. And that aggressive play, you know, I was saying at the start of the series, I thought 3D Max were going to start getting away with these. Not so far. Good kill back from Gravity through that smoke, an important trade. Keeps the French even, and a grenade break of that smoke, but Crizin wins the duel against Gravity.
Well, here's the details that is just the 3D Max being a little bit not on the same page. Is you break that smoke, but Maka's not actually peeking for the fight at the same time that Gravity's breaking the smoke to go for the follow-up fight. So you could have had some great kills there, but instead Maka then shifts away from the position back towards ramp room where someone is already in position, and this round has just gone from bad to worse.
I mean, this is a much better day already for Heroic. They're going to be feeling it. Those aggressive maneuvers that can be so disruptive from 3D Max getting stopped. Lucky tries to come through the side of the smoke red. Gravity at least gets that trade back, but the smoke break doesn't go in favor of 3D Max.
It's just the idea that Maka gave up his ramp room position to be involved in that, and they couldn't coordinate it. And then when he comes back to ramp room, someone's already stepped in. So that's a really frustrating round for Maka as well, who probably feels like he got pulled out of his game to provide assistance elsewhere, and then gave up too much.
Do you feel like that's something that maybe a quick timeout can fix, or maybe even you can just adjust to quickly in the game? Or is this something that you think might just be a symptom that will continue throughout the map?
I think it's probably more closer to anything. It's like a symptom of why we talk so much about 3D Max this year, you know, not reaching you know, some of the highs that we know they were capable of from 2025.
Towards that outside area allows Mac the extra time to get into secret.
Yeah, and I mean, look how cautiously he's taken this too. He did take a long route, but they've been very fast and aggressive towards secret. Another lot of damage to that smoke. Maka's going to get an easy kill. Lucky finds a kill through that smoke. I think that's the 3rd kill through the smoke all we've seen in this game so far. Now, Crizin steps in front of it, so Lucky might get caught off guard.
Yeah, rough situation here for Heroic to concede 2 players. You're immediately on the back foot, and the round has pretty much just begun. You need some fights to go your way, and there's one of them. Lucky toppled as he continues to try and fight outside. Exorcist needs to be careful he doesn't go down because you could quickly hand this 5v3 right back over.
Whoa, knife out. What are we doing here?
Okay, yeah, a little risky there, and it has cost him his life. Exorcist goes ahead and gets a double. Buddy closes it out, and Heroic walk to their doom.
All right, well, that's a play. And obviously, Body rotating over, prepared to fight, swinging heaven, while his teammate peeked down in lockers.
Well, it's quick here for xFloud as he's on the charge out with a max head. Body going to be holding down. MOUZ one for a double kill, and Body will slip away. So back-to-back double openers here for 3D Max. Hard to lose 5v3s.
And everything you could hope for when they come for such a fast, aggressive play towards ramp room from your sole defender is just set yourself up to be able to play this situation safely, right? You know, Maka doesn't have to apply any pressure. He can just wait, hope someone slides into his crosshair. Slow rotations over as the rest of 3D Max groups up. 4 players retaking ramp room will not be expected. And Krizen's got the bomb.
He's going to slip his way down. This is the only play, but timing doesn't get a favor. Look at this. This is going to be all of 3D Max just suddenly appearing on his screen. He'll go down straight away, and so will the bomb. And that's a big problem here for Nilo, who tries to come back and ends up going down to Lucky. And you're going to start really carving away at that lead Heroic picked up. I like that. Throw it away.
Yeah, get it out of there. Every little bit counts.
That's cinematic.
That is cinematic.
Oh.
I bet the headshot was cool.
Who cares about that? Doesn't matter.
I'm just messing around.
Losing that AWP is more impactful.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, okay.
Okay, hangs on to it.
10-3 start for Susp. He's having a good game.
Yeah, he is.
Well, we got Maka making his way into the ramp room, and Susp shreds him. Absolutely wrecks him. Maka just destroyed. When you don't have that structure of the reliability to fall back on, you need someone like Susp to be stepping up and giving you a shot. And there's a great opening kill onto the AWP of the opposing team. And he's got another one as well. Exorcist to fall down, and Susp to carve out some space here for Heroic.
And Heroic haven't even had to really do anything in this round, have they? Susp just killed the push of the AWP from Maka immediately, and then Exorcist went for a follow-up peek. He got that frag as well. So he's just kind of taking advantage of people peeking into him, and now you kind of have the route laid out for you towards that lower bomb site. Now, one issue there might be is the lack of smokes. So you'll have to molly the stairs on control side and overtake it by being aggressive through the windows. You have xFloud coming in from secret as well. That's a good cleanup onto Gravity. And round firmly in control of Heroic now. Should be no way to drop this. If Body had a kit, you know, you could get a little weird.
Yeah, you could get a little weird. Is there a conversation where it's worthwhile maybe doing some damage here, Jason, or do you want to hold on to the AKs? If you're the seat, well, it doesn't matter because you've lost one of them, but yeah. In theory, you know, if we use that as a case.
Yeah,
you know,
maybe some exits, I think, with only, I mean, the position that Body's in, like, he kind of just has to go for kills because, like you see, he's not exiting there. So at that point, he's kind of in a position where it's like, go for kills, especially if you don't have a chance for the Ninja without any kind of a kit. But yeah, I mean, getting some kills at the end because, you know, Heroic's money was a little bit weak. That was the first buy they had in a while, first round they've had in a while.
Maka waiting. Timing looked like it was going to go against him, but Maka, we talked about his frustrations, but finally able to make that AWP work for the opening. Now looking to try and push out towards the A site are Heroic. 35 seconds to do so. And as they try and walk out of the hut, they are destroyed by Lucky and Exorcist, as Heroic's attack is put to a stop in round 9.
Yeah, almost. There was a chance you could have just called that hit off when Krizen goes down, when you have the AWP so close to the door, and all of a sudden you haven't actually pulled the trigger, but they were so dedicated to the upper hit. Keep going forward. I like the play by Exorcist as well, backing off into a different fight to allow his teammates to be involved in a very clean CT round.
How they were able to find some success already. They're going to be happy with 5 rounds on T side, but you want to try and squeeze out an extra one at least.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to get as many as you want, but 5 is going to be comfy regardless of where you end, especially when you're able to break up any kind of a run 3D Max is building into. So xFloud over at Redbox, MongolZ forces him into the open, but nobody in position to punish it at that point. Maka blocked off, gives away the position of the AWP with his shot. You have doubled up over in ramp with Body and Lucky, and it looks like they almost want to get aggressive. They were playing the smoke fade, and now they can push up as it clears.
Well, Sus with another opening kill. Really just the solo carry right now. Xplot chopping up Gravity. Where are 3D Max? Heroic are just destroying them.
This is a completely different Heroic than what we saw yesterday. Entirely different.
And sadly not a different 3D Max.
I didn't see 3D Max yesterday.
Well, yes. That's a good point. You didn't. And we didn't.
But just based off the 0-2 score, I'd say, yeah, it's all going according to plan.
Man, this is crazy. Heroic going to be feeling so good about this. Susp another opening. XL just diving down. 3D Max just look a little bit lost. They're not able to keep up with it right now.
No, they're really not. But it's, I mean, you know, it's cool because all the conversation that we had this morning leading into this match was doom and gloom for Heroic, so it's awesome. I just wanted to see a fight. We're getting much more than that. We're getting a Heroic team that, after yesterday, after that devastating loss where it just looked ugly, that was a real come-to-Jesus moment, apparently, because they've come in today looking well-coordinated, well-drilled.
Body going to be mollied away. Heroic have space into his ramp. And another molly, so Body just can't take a step forward. So you're just going to see Heroic dive down, and the bomb going to be marching its way in lower.
And most of the defense went outside, not towards lower. So it's actually only Gravity here, and he's got to play it passive. Maka's just arrived. Good kill from Lucky outside. That's a nice find, but the lower bomb site is lost.
Yeah, Crisendo's making sure it's clear. Smokes up. Give him some cover. Oh no, the timing on that. Maka looks up, and as soon as he does, Sus disappears on his crosshair. Gravity opens the double doors, instantly dies to Crisen, and Heroic are just handing 3D Max round loss after round loss, headshot after headshot. This is terrible from 3D Max. And a 7th round on T side here for Heroic. And honestly, with the way 3D Max are playing, you don't see enough that you're going to believe they can do the hard work on the T side here.
It's just individual miscues in this round. Maka, just I think with maybe the half he's had and maybe the tournament run that Heroic have had so far, just like second-guessed himself at just the worst moment. Thought the footsteps were coming up top on the rafters. Gravity swings and misses a fight on the planter just as he gets off. Just individual miscues selling this round.
Well, best case scenario now for Heroic, they take 8 rounds on T side.
Lucky tucked against the wall, could be in a spot of danger, but he's not spamming for the cross, so Crisen doesn't make his move.
Gonna be running down lower. Space being taken here for Heroic. Exorcist has got to get something done here.
Let's see your trade kills.
No running away. There's no trade required because Xflod just immediately annihilates Exorcist against the wall. Now Gravity's turn.
That was way too easy. But with that kill, I mean, this is where you let the next person play. So Crisen's had the secret kind of pause. Good footsteps. He's baited the peak. Heroic getting everything they want. They control the whole map. They've got secret, they've got yard, they've got heaven. And the defense is split. 3 players isolated, alone, and individual.
Gravity waiting MP9, stepping out into the play. It's going to be Nilo. That is removed quite quickly, and Lucky to make sure that it's a follow-up kill onto Xflod. So Crisen and Youngstar 2v2. Can they get an 8th round here for Heroic? Krisen's waiting for Body to backtrack into the upper site, and he's got a free kill on him, so Body steps into the open. Lucky has to come up the vent and straight to his death. A 3K from Crisen to close things out.
That's where you'd expect 3D Max to get some revenge. But I mean, this in my mind was a must-win map for Heroic. So things going well if you want to force this to 3 and see how deep we can go. Oh, Susp, you're a beast right now. Double kill on the USP.
Youngstar waiting at the back of the site. P2000 out, looking to try and drop Exorcist, the last winning play, but that job will fall to Nilo. This is incredible how one-sided this is. 9-4 now. Heroic winning the pistol.
Bomb is going to follow up on the secret cross as well, behind the smokes before they fade.
Oh, good peek out from the vent, and then reloads into the peek. Not so good peek from the vent.
He wanted that to be, I think, a much more shallow jiggle.
Yeah, oh shit, heavy fat finger that one. All right, y'all get one, but 4v3. I mean, it's now a 3v3 thanks to Lucky's kill here. Maka prowling around the lower bomb site.
This is where I think 3D Max find their advantages, is in like the slow mid rounds like this, where they could be more tactical. The only X factor is they have not been playing great today. Smoke is going to fade. Lucky's going to get, oh, missed timing. Nilo, you need to find this, and you will. Awkward fight for Lucky that he comes back into. Bomb planted down low. Gravity stuck inside the site. So is his teammate. but it's a long, long rotation over to ramp room. Now, there is utility. They've got 3 HE grenades for back silo if they realize someone's there.
Okay, airstrike to the back of the site. Gravity kept his health, though. He's still able to frag out, still able to peek for the back of the bomb site, and Heroic got the early advantage in the round, but this was a must-win for 3D Max, and they do pick it up. Let's see if the push actually works out here, because you got Heroic with 2 players going into the hut. This aggression might just get them an opening kill.
Might just get them killed themselves, though.
Yep, that's the risk they run. They can cancel soon, but they can't get Sus back to safety, so he ends up getting taken out, so the aggressive play doesn't work for Heroic.
Yeah, well, at least you've set up the op youngster. They didn't expect it, so Gravity goes down. That's at least got you 1 back, and that is the bomb. So he knows more bodies going to have to come in this direction, and now caught on some ramp aggression. Lucky doing his best to hold on to lobby, but he's been forced into an awkward scenario playing in hut. Reverse positions. And he's going to go down to the 5-7 on the wide swing, and Body and Maka nowhere to be found. Outside and top of secret, but not involved in the round yet. Now it falls onto them to recover. 38 seconds.
Maka making a step, was trying to be quiet about it, but Youngstar's locked in on the angle. Body going to be taken down by Crizin. Maka now stuck as he moves forward. He's got 2 players just around that corner to deal with. And he's also getting flanked as well, so the guaranteed kill. Crizin's the man to pick it up. And Heroic, as you mentioned, Jason didn't have all the bells and whistles. Certainly had some weaknesses in that purchase. Second wave of utility coming in. This time Body's going to work with it. And Nilo, does he win this fight? Pops his head up. Not so accurate in the first couple of bullets here. He's got the advantage of cover, and Body doesn't care, so he still gets away with that headshot. Body going again. This time the trade is there for Crizin.
There's that confidence from Crizin. Gave Body the look, gave him a chance for that 1 tap with low HP. Still feels like 3D Max has just planned out this to end with an upper hit. They no longer have Body in position to wrap around and pincer into the bomb site, but plenty of players still in lobby to make this work. 2-man defense. 1 at the vents, 1 in the site at the silos. Here's the utility over. No Molotov for xCloud's position. Actually, Lucky could come in and chuck it a little bit late.
There's the peek out from xCloud, and Sus also fragging out onto Gravity. A good shutdown here, leaving Lucky 1v3 running into the A site. There's Sus taken down to the back of the site. 14 seconds left for Lucky to try and keep his team on Nuke, and it just won't happen. Heroic come to play with a 13-5 victory on Nuke. It is so impressive and surprising to see Heroic have this bounce back after yesterday looking so flat against Bait with no ideas on the T side really being executed properly.
Let's see what they're going to bring out here, because Heroic just embarrassed them on Nuke. Now they've got a chance to do it in a fashion that knocks them out of the event.
Well, 3D Max were leaking their strats to us by eating those bananas for the pistol round here. They're going to be charging on up, and Crizin feasts upon Body straight away. They got Exercise moving up, trying to get that trade kill, and he's going to take a good position here, even though his teammates are going down. And it doesn't matter, because Heroic are so sharp. Crizin clearing out Lucky, and the round is done.
The new PC's working, admin.
It's working.
New PC is working. It feels good. It's looking good. 1-0 Heroic.
No complaints from Crizin.
3 kills in the pistol.
There's a good kill there from Body. Bottom banana. Crizin to respond. And so, unfortunately for 3D Max, even though they get the opening kill, it's not like they really have an advantage off of it.
Yeah, and you'll take that too if you're Heroic. You've given away an MP9 to take an AK-47 off the board. So decent enough 1-for-1. That's going to leave Crizin, the IGL, alone over on Banana, just using deep utility. He's gone down through smoke as well. Maka spams him. Trajectory of the smoke gives away his position, and Maka says, you know what? You're probably alone playing in this role. So I'm happy to take the empty space that I've created. And 3D Max back away from middle where there's danger, and Heroic is going to have to make the decision to just save.
And 3D Max post their first on the board.
Terrorists win.
A real hunt as talked about, so Heroic will still save those 3 weapons. We'll see if it's enough to get Heroic going again straight away.
It's going to leave the A defense a little bit weakened at the moment with just Nilo and Sus.
Body going into the peak, ends up getting absolutely wrecked there by the peaks from all directions. It's going to be Body to fall to the AWP. A minute left on the clock, and XSC's applying pressure around long. He's managed to change up the position, try and funnel them back into Lucky and Gravity, or coming up through short. Sus is looking sharp, though. Oh, they all line up. And Sus makes sure it's a quick 3K, and the round is done off the back of Sus's peak.
Yeah, trying to shuffle with utility, get the perfect execute going, and Sus doesn't want to sit back on his heels. Bold play considering just 2 defenders at that bomb site, teammate stuck in the site, and it just works out perfectly for him. As you mentioned, lined up in tandem, easy spray down along the wall, and that's a third for Heroic. And another time, it happened on Nuke as well. 3D really not able to build up a whole lot of momentum. Footsteps heard by xCloud, who's already here at T-Spawn, and he's calling all the troops in. He's like, I know where he's saving, and I've got him. I actually don't even need you guys. And sometimes like this round, although this is the other side of the coin, is they actually pair body up with 2 or 3 players. So now this time the trade will be available if he gets stuck into action, but doesn't even get the chance. It's the counter thrust from Heroic's defense to take away control of top banana. Not going to be the picture perfect hit, only 1 flashbang, but some resources to alleviate some of the pressure and take a couple positions away from the defense.
XSC's has got that kill though on Nilo, which puts more pressure here on xCloud on low HP. Prison spamming some bullets down, not connecting any of them. Another bit of damage to xCloud, jumping up. Lucky's able to finish him off. Not looking great there for Heroic on that hold in terms of the output that they wanted. So 3D Max flood into the B site.
This time it feels like they got a little bit too cute. Sus gonna try and make this play with the flash. Can't find the target. Does get one in the back. At least Youngster alone with the AWP, and that was a great advantage in this round for Heroic, giving up. 3 players at the B bomb site. Huge advantage in knowing what's coming.
Those are the kind of rounds you need to get your way here at 3D Max. You need to get in the fight early on. You know, they had some opportunities on Nuke where they won those 4 out of 5 rounds, and then Heroic just shut them down and stopped that momentum from really building into consistent success. 3D Max have got to start running with it, and this is starting to feel a little different. Body just running up, getting a fight going his way. An opening frag, though, traded out by Youngstar, but needs to be careful. He's about to be pushed through the apartments, and XSC is so comfortable in this position. He's just going to allow Youngstar to walk a little bit too far, and then the kill comes in, and this round feels very comfortable for 3D Max. They've knocked Heroic into the save call right away.
And this is the strength of 3D Max on Inferno. We talked about this map as if it can be a great recovery moment for 3D Max in this series, is the change of pace, the depth of tactics, and now you've kind of bullied them at this A bomb site. Very fast, very aggressive.
Especially on the TT side. So we'll see what the T side offing department looks like for Maka. Running on up into Banana. It's going to be Body being sent over the top of the half wall, having a peek around the backside. And not too much on the table here for him. Nothing yet, at least. Exercise to block out mid. Left side smoke. Over the top of the sandbags. Some damage being done. Exercise's top mid play has gone his way, but everybody else has lost their fight. xCloud, in fact, getting a double kill on both of those plays over in Banana has resulted in Maka and Lucky being the last 2 remaining players at 3D Max only a couple of seconds into this round.
What an advantage we found here for Heroic. Maka and Lucky going to try and probe into this B bomb site, but it's got to be efficient. They've got smoke up so they can take it slow, but once the fights come, it's got to be clean kills.
Up on top of first Orangers. There's the peek out from the back, and xCloud, great round from him individually, really stepping up. A 3K collected. He was the player that really delivered in the last round, xCloud, so.
Got to be careful spamming behind that smoke.
Yep. See, Crizzen was moving off, but coming back now.
Nice kill, tons of information. This is going to speed up the play towards the B bomb site. If you're xCloud and Crizzen, you got to be on notice right now, because that kill on the other side of the map and the move in towards halls is the signal that 3D Max is going to be found out, so now they're incentivized to move forward and attack.
There's Crizzen spamming down. Lucky will fall away. Maka getting at least one back here for 3D Max. They flood in, but it's the boost position. They're so strong. Maka goes back. Make sure it's just the one. And so that bomb plant's going to go down front coffins. Heroic have the player advantage, but they've got to retake this site. And they no longer have that player advantage as Maka right through that smoke. Crizzen is caught. And now it's Susp and Nilo. They do have a good amount of utility, especially on Susp here. He's got all the nades you could possibly want for this retake. Nilo knows as well that Maka standing just around this corner, but Maka's just killing everybody. He's on for the ace, and he's got it! All 5 kills from Maka. He just carves them up on B.
Man, it's hard to watch. That's around Heroic had all the advantages in the world. And I think you just give up some critical fights at the worst possible moments. One on the boost.
It's just a relief for 3D that they win that last round. Maka just carrying them over the line. There's the lineup. Oh, they're right there! Exorcy's getting 1. If he just continued to spray, he would have had a second kill as well. And Nilo's just going to back off here, get away with the player deficit, and making sure it's just the 1.
5-on-4 found for 3D Max, so they can slow things down. Where do they want to head next? Three defenders at top middle at the moment. One's in boiler. Youngster's going to look to shave off just one headshot. The main thrust coming up middle, and that's where the bomb is as well. So still dangerous. If half this attack falls prey.
Oh my gosh, there's the defensive play getting carved out though. And now that crossfire no longer strong. Nilo has to worry about the flank out of the apartments. It's got to be a massive step up here from Youngster. He's got 2. The pressure's on, and he's handling it. No issues here for Youngster. 3 kills collected in from boiler, and he's got his team back into it. And the stand-in standing up, but he's gone from Maka. And now we've got Xcloud left. 1v2, having a retake.
Ill-advised final peak from Youngster, though, but he's brought this into a doable 1v2 clutch. You can understand the hot hand triple kill. Wanted to go for another one out of the flames. Leaves it all onto just one man, Xcloud.
Got the dink there. Damage being done to Lucky, but I think that move forward from Youngster has simultaneously got them back into the round, but might just lose them, and it is the play. It just becomes too difficult there for Xcloud to retake alone.
Yeah, hard to hold yourself back to play the 2-on-2 after the kind of success and the way you saved that round up to that point if you're Youngster.
3D Max go through this, and the flashes aren't all that effective. This could be devastating, because they are coming this way. They're going towards the trap laid out for them. And Sus gets back to the angle, can't get the kill though. Gravity and Ecstasy sits 2 for 2, thanks to Nilo, but he just gets caught being peppered down, slowed as he tries to round the corner. And 3D Max bursts through into the setup designed to deal with them and still come out on top of the fights.
Yeah, just
denial of the bomb plant. That's opened up the round again.
Yeah, that's lovely. Gonna take some time to go get that picked up. Maka over in middle behind the smoke. Timing is everything.
Oh, no, dude.
Way.
Quizzing, you're so mad.
Oh, that is so frustrating.
Oh, and you're even more mad if you're Xcloud. Maka, what the hell, man? What have you done? That was, I'm very happy in French. And now we move into the last round of the half here. Heroic in search of a 5th, but it looks like 3D Max might be just getting their 8th round here. This is looking fantastic. Gravity coming on top. It's Xcloud who's died first.
There we go.
Ecstasy's fighting. This is more what I expected from 3D Max today.
Yeah, now you're seeing a few things, but I mean, you're also seeing, I think a lot of the difference is you're seeing 3D Max get a few more openings, which is allowing other players on other parts of the map to actually make some plays and slide into the gaps. Bomb's going to be shifting around through halls as quick as you like, although Maka wants to go a bit faster. Maintaining boiler, but they lost track of Youngster, pushing back down middle, so it's a 3-on-3, and the bomb is alone in the site for the moment.
Yeah, it's felt like every post plant, though, on this A side has gone in the favor of 3D Max. So, Heroic not feeling the chances here. Maka is playing a little bit more aggressively towards Moto, but he's really feeling it. He goes for the spam. Oh, he's going for a knife as well. Ecstasy is going to steal that opportunity away. And Vaka is finally dead. We've now got Youngstar coming back in here, and he's going to fall at the hands of Ecstasy. An 8-4 half here from 3D Max. Looking to get aggressive down second middle for a peek, and they're not going to get anything as Heroic are running up through Banana.
Yeah, but they got an early read of the situation. I thought Maka paused on his rotation. Smoke is down. They're going to have to go through that. They'll ignore the smoke. So behind it, the dualies swinging wide. Good flashbang. Smoke is broken open. Esther sees a huge distraction, but only the 1 kill. Traded off 2 for 2. Gravity's here to pick up pieces, but he's got to survive and can't.
Oh, a 2v2 found by that, but Lucky and Body are quick to Banana for this retake. Issue is no utility. No kit on the 2 remaining players. Gotta move quite swiftly to get their way back into this one. 1 player out towards CT in Susp, and it's very effective for his 3rd kill of the round here. Lucky gone by the wayside as he now look at Body. Trying to come back in for the retake, takes a gush and finished off by Youngster. It's gonna be a real challenge here for Heroic to play themselves back into the game.
He's gonna throw, I would imagine, somewhat of a fake. Left side mid smoke. Audio cue for Lucky, but nobody budging from defense. They don't fully believe it.
There's Xcloud getting that trade back on the player who found the opening kill of the round. It's now Maka waiting in behind Coffins. He's got Gravity up on that boost. Maka loving the fact he's got away with a kill there. X-Cloud finished off by the scout. He can pull enough attention. Gravity's boost is going to be checked by Sus. Really important frag there. Now the smoke break and the 5-7 sent forward for another opportunity, but not going to be picked up. The bomb plant being secured as they're just about dodging those bullets being sent through by Maka.
Yeah, still a little bit dangerous though. I mean, Heroic on that entrance, they gave Maka 2 shots with the scout. Let's see, on the flank, oh, almost. Good damage, a dink with the MP9, but not strong enough. Youngster still with 50 HP remaining, and that's going to force back the retake, although they will not escape. Lucky gets a kill, then goes down after the fact. 8-6, lead is cut down to 2.
Sure, he'll be anticipating further utility flying towards him soon.
Well, if it's a Molotov that comes into this position, does he step in front of it or does he fall back behind it becomes the question. Actually, he commits himself forward, so going to be playing sandbags as the smoke fades. No escape route either.
Oh, no support, no distraction. It's going to be tough for Body. He gets caught by a flash as well. Just not what he was hoping for whatsoever. So X-Cloud getting rid of him. Opening kill, 35 seconds remaining in the round as Heroic stay committed towards the B bomb site. But here comes that Maka off. It comes in with a first, attempts a no-scope on the timing, has not connected it, but they've run right by without checking first oranges. And it's just a shutdown. That's a lazy attack at the end there from Heroic.
Yeah, I mean, if for no other reason than only one person actually enters into the bomb site, and that one person doesn't actually clear anything of the bomb site. I guess they assumed the AWP was that second person after getting the sandbags kill. But they saw the flash come out. They saw the counter flash come out. That should have been the signal one. There's another one there inside the site.
Yeah, still a very good buy. Still got the AWP out for Maka. You got an AK for Body, obviously saved over, and then the 3 weapons around it. So
if you lose this though and get like reset or just a little bit broken, actually they still got a decent amount of cash behind 2 players. But if your money goes away, you kind of cede control. Like Heroic then is in the driver's seat. You know, right? You have the lead in terms of the scoreboard. You have lead in terms of the economy.
oh my gosh, look at this Body. Oh, aggressive, a risk really taken there. And Crizin, important that he gets that trade. Doesn't let Body get away with more than 1.
Yeah, okay, taking that risk and going for the 1-for-1 if you're 3D Max because you have a 3rd defender here in Banana. Heroic sensing that. They want to change the angle of attack. Back to the A bomb site we go. Smoke in the middle. Lucky's not even going to wait around for that to break. He just wants to hustle into the bomb site to shore up this defense.
Yeah, Exorcist is just waiting in behind the truck. M4 in hand, ready to go for the swing out. Flash sets him up, and he goes down to Crizin in response. So just over a minute left on this clock, and a 3v3. For a second here, Heroic can pause and think about where they want to finish.
I like this, though. Crizin controlling the situation, saying, all right, guys, pump the brakes. We just got that kill. We're not in a position to actually attack into the bomb site. We've brought this into a 3-on-3. Let's actually work the map with the minute we have on the clock. Now just 48 seconds. Couple players back towards Banana. Defensive smoke deployed by Gravity. So applying pressure. He slides past the spam. And is found through the smoke.
God.
Nilo gets one on the other side, and they're just going to take it.
Well, I think Heroic are showing that they're going to be very capable of competing down the stretch here on Inferno, and that's worrying for 3D Max, who are already a map down in this series. They've now lost the lead of the game here on Inferno. They're facing elimination here in Cluj-Napoca. A tense round for 3D Max out of the timeout, and no one from Heroic showing anything just yet.
Yeah, I don't think 3D Max is appreciating how quiet this is. You still have a 3-man B defense at the moment. They haven't budged off of it because Heroic has been able to kind of bully you at top Banana. Now, the fact they haven't moved is the right decision. They're going to peek now. 1-for-1 trade, but they got information.
We got Lucky waiting in behind the sandbags. Could peek out. It's going to be 1 for him. Crizin and Youngster, they're killing, but Youngster unfortunately killing his own teammate. So Nilo's down, and a 3v2. All of a sudden, 3D Max have the advantage in Gravity. All first oranges. A rare, but a kill. Regardless, it's going to be a Maka to finish it off as Crizin comes through, and 3D Max back into the lead.
Top Banana for 3D Max, but it's just Maka with a deep angle with the AWP. Trusting him to hold this part of the map.
It's Maka who's got that opening. X-Cloud to be removed. Now the push from 3D Max into the apartments. Trying to get more proactive, trying to figure this out just at the right time, and it's a good setup. A lot more discipline. No one kind of leaking mistakes out.
This happened on Nuke too. I'm wondering if Heroic just ran out of steam. Did 3D Max find like the way to just kind of settle this down? That like passive top Banana, wait for them to try and take it. We'll win that fight, then we'll win the round after the fact. Hold the phone though, quick flank. They need to be aware of this. There's the swing, good trade, and Nilo finds one in the sight. Oh my God, just as I'm thinking, they're at the end of the road. Heroic blast open the doors.
Yeah, they find a new solution now. Maka coming in, out to the AK-47 instead of the AWP, trying to win this one. Molotov into the site. Now Maka looking down into pit. No peek out yet. No one give him a chance. Heroic have a golden opportunity to tie the game up again. Keep the pressure on 3D Max in this elimination game. Mac is searching for an opportunity, none coming his way. And then the peek from Nilo from the pit, and it will be Heroic. Heroic are coming at top mid. There's a setup here, it's Maka and it's Exorcist. It's a 5-7 and a Mag 7 trying to get the job done.
Mag 7 gives away the angle. He's going to be close up. Okay, that's not the fight he was looking for. Now one in the bomb site to find. Tucked against the box. Same with default. Oh, the crossfire. 5-7's delivering, but just for the moment.
Yeah, X-Fly with 2 right back. Body and Maka both gone. Lucky and Gravity coming right back in through the archway. It's going to be Gravity through first, but that's Lucky's kill. And there are 2 low HP players still left here for Heroic, but that smoke is still up at Moto, and that is going to eat some time off the fuse here.
There's no kits either.
A re-smoke.
Yeah, they're gonna. Oh, that's actually, that might have just won the round. As long as don't peek out behind that smoke. Don't be putting, because they have to wrap all the way around the bomb site if they want to retake.
Yeah, just keep your head away.
Chill.
All right, the safe call is made. I mean, that's massive. It's Heroic now up to series point. 3D Max about to be eliminated, retreating to save the 2 weapons they've got, an AK and an M4A1. That's all they have here. 3D Max. They'll be able to throw together rifles around it for one last hurrah to try and pull this back into overtime. But for Heroic, they've got all the chances here to close this one out. The apartments, Sus, but this time will be at the bedroom. Flashed into the peak of the hallway. Sees that no one from 3D Max is trying to play aggressive in a round like this. With stakes as high as they are, 3D Max sit back, more passive. Maka, chance of the opener. Quizen shows a little bit too much arm.
They've been smoking left mid so far and so safe throughout this entire half. For the first time to him to step up like this to throw that Molotov and get eliminated, that one hurts. Nilo's in position at the end of halls to maybe probe into the bomb site, but doesn't want to take that risk and make this even worse. So we're just going to contact walk into the B bomb site. A boost up back at triple.
Gotta be a sharp shot here. Oh, moved off the crosshair just a little bit too early there, Body, but he gets back to the position regardless, but really not going the way 3D Max would have liked. It's Gravity who has fallen. Yeah, the reposition's good, but it gets spotted. Can Body get another one? If he can get a second kill, his team's back into this, but he can't.
X-Cloud now, CT spawn.
Time, 20 seconds, X-Cloud's position. They're running him down, and he's just not going to be spotted. They don't detect him. They're not ready for him, so X-Cloud just the 1 kill, though. Could have been even more devastating. But Nilo and Sus, with that bomb planted, one of them at new box, Nilo out at second oranges.
Oh, but this is going to be hard. Nilo's going to get swung on. There's no smokes to block off these choke points, no Molotovs to force the T's into the open.
He's just got to be sharp here, Nilo. He's just got to be sharp, but he's not enough. Exorcist gets traded. Sus for the 4K. What an incredible day he's had, and he's looking to knock out 3D Max, and that is exactly what happens. Sus stands up. Heroic celebrates survival, and for 3D Max, it is elimination 0-3 here at PGL Cluj-Napoca.